Okay, I don't know what day it is. Okay, I know who I am, but I want to talk about Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson, there's no other writer, there's no other. Okay, we're all Emily Dickinson, but nobody could write about being human like Emily Dickinson. I call her the cartographer of the soul. She came up with venues and uh, places, and somehow they are attached, and we're very familiar with them, but nobody has given them words. Like, dare you to see a soul at the white heat? What is that? The soul selects her own society. She gives things prominence, she gives things place, she gives things existence, and opens realms in our consciousness to be hopefully bewildered and like, what is she talking about? And a lot of people, unfortunately, in my opinion, see when they can't extract what they want from her poetry, they criticize it, or they say, well, this isn't really what she meant. You know what? Emily Dickinson used every word more than, there's not a word for it, selectively, felicitously. No. For example, I, went through a lot of Emily, and I looked up this by such and such an offering to Mr. So-and-so, and I thought, what the hell's that, So I looked up such and such in my OED, Oxford English Dictionary, and one of the definitions was such and such. Okay, so there's no mistake. So when I believe that Emily Dickinson also is very protective and artistic and instrumental in the way that we receive her poetry, and what she wants, I believe, us to do is to look at her words, her capitalization, her dashes, and get from that what speaks to us individually, how only we can see it. That's what she's giving us. It's not a poem that's predictably something. It is actually more than that. There's a freedom in Emily Dickinson's assimilation into our minds and our lives that is part of her, I believe, her craft, not a mistake. Okay? People have, over the years, for example, in one of her poems, they alter her poetry. The couple that were published in her lifetime, she felt were stolen from her, those are her words, because they changed some of the words. And changed it, period. I don't know the details. I think there were 11, and they were all fucked with, excuse my French. And then when they did do the first edition, or for one poem, The Soul Selects Your Own Society, which everybody loves, there's a sign, I've seen her choose one, then close the valves of her attention like stone. Oh, thank you, Emily. You just sent me out to outer space. Also, the soul, then shuts the door to her divine majority, present no more. And they changed the word present to obtrude because they thought she meant present. That's just an example of until 1955 when Harvard bought the original transcripts and we didn't see how Emily wrote her poetry, except maybe if you were lucky enough to see her original transcripts that she wrote in the fascicles. By the way, the fascicles were what her sister and Mabel Loomis Todd found in a drawer after Emily died. And they had 3 holes in them and they were connected. And they were in different groups. Well, you know what? They didn't document which ones were which. They just put them all together. They undid the string. So if Emily did anything except put the words on the piece of paper or the wrapper or the back of an envelope, I'm sorry. Whoa, I lost that one. So Emily Dickinson's poetry is revolutionary, and it always will be, because how we extract meaning from anything, and on top of that, in the present moment, that's accessing all of our lives, our cumulative knowledge in our mind that we enjoy, the way that we see the world, she's always right there to give us even further understanding is a word, but no, further presence and like comfort in being a conscious and alive, breathing soul or person. And I agree with her that there's no separation between life and death. It's all happening at once. And, well, we're an expression of something that's obviously not flesh, because if it were just so predictable, we wouldn't be who we are. So Emily just opened so many doors and so many questions and such beauty and precision and amazing, frightening skill that there's no one like her. If you heard her name and you felt sort of put off or intimidated, don't let others' expectations of enjoying poetry be yours. Just look at 3 words that Emily puts together in one poem and think about that for a month, because you will. She's great. Anyway, that's my beginning with my Emily, and I'll talk about some more if you'd like. Thank you so much. John in San Francisco. John William Ellie. Thank you so much. Oh, give me a little view. Oh, there's my cook.